feel like Spicoli tonight. James Nghiem, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, dude. Stellar. I feel great. I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
We're finally getting to that point of the show where we have return guests.
Looping on back around. We crossed 100. We are 14 episodes past 100. Mm-hmm. So at this point, let's start bringing back some of the old school.
Rehash it.
Yeah.
Reboot. It's time for a reboot.
I'm glad I haven't quit yet because I was nervous like you're going to get back to me and then I would have just turned into like a pile of dust or like
a literal pile of dust.
Wait, haven't quit? Like, is that like another euphemism for like dying?
No, just like I like
you know what? I'm done. I'm checking out.
Like Christopher Robin's, that movie Christopher Robin's or whatever. Like I noticed like this is like a trend with like fiction when there's a time skip and like child fiction, like the kid that's always awesome, like Peter Pan or Christopher Robin's always is just like a really disinterested dad. Yeah. And I was nervous that like by the time I got back to episode 100 or 200 or whatever I was going to get on again, I'd just be...
I'll talk about that just for a quick second. So the Christopher Robin trailer looks great. However, I'm watching and I go, I've seen this before. And it's just Hook.
Yeah. But it looks better than Hook.
It looks better than... It's Hook meets Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah. Huh. I'm into it.
I've not seen either movie. And I'll tell you what, right now, won't see Christopher Robin.
I'll watch Christopher Robin with you, Josh, if you don't if Robin doesn't watch
it. So were you not a fan of Pooh Bear?
No.
Oh dear.
No, never really was. I mean, maybe a little as a kid, but it wasn't a... I don't know.
It wasn't a staple. Yeah. I didn't go to it. I didn't read the books. I didn't watch. If it was on, I'd watch the cartoon. I related to Eeyore a lot just because he's a depressed, fat piece of shit with a bow tie on his ass.
Fourth of the way there.
You're
leave
not
that
fat.
up to you.
I watched that one. I watched Winnie the Pooh when I was little, and that one was always weird though. It always had like a weird vibe to me when I was a kid. Like all the other like Disney movies and stuff, it's like, oh yeah, cool, happy fun time. But for some reason, like Winnie the Pooh is a little different. It was like subtly darker for me. I don't know why, because it's not Pooh, at all. Was
the Pooh cartoon a Disney thing?
Well, I watched the movie, so I don't know. Was there a show?
Was there a movie?
There was a movie.
Yeah, there was a movie. But I thought there was like a series. They did like a series on Saturdays.
Are we doing voices now?
I guess so.
Cool, guys. James, speaking of Nghiem, another creepy, scary kids movie, The Secret of Nghiem.
Yeah.
Fucking dark, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I did get called that a lot, so I just grew like to resent it, I think.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
I think I read it once, and I maybe saw the movie once, but I just I didn't get it super into it.
I never saw that. As a kid in the 90s, you walk through the video store, you see the box, you see the cover art, and I always saw The Secret of Nghiem cover art, and it reminded me a lot of like Dark Crystal, kind of. Is it that kind of like...
Very different, though.
Right.
Very different, because Garth Crystal...
Hey, guys. Gotta defeat the dragon or something.
Whatever. That was Bob Dylan. But, see, we are doing voices.
Christopher Gaines.
But, okay, hold on. Dark Crystal was Jim Henson.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like... I almost said animatronic,
Muppets.
but Muppets.
Yeah.
Secret of Nghiem was a cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But stylistically...
Maybe was Dark Crystal dark? I want to say it was, right? Didn't they have some scary shit in that?
And then the Black Cauldron, that was another one that was pretty
dude, Black Cauldron was sick. I watched that one.
We should talk about kid movies, man.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth?
If I want to throw... Yeah, is that how you pronounce that word?
Labyrinth?
Yeah.
I think so.
Jennifer Connelly, David Bowie, super good.
His fucking twig and berries in that, dude.
No, man, it's pretty impressive.
He looks like a turtle requested that poking out of his shell. No way.
Yeah, he wanted that. A codpiece. It looks like he's wearing a jockstrap, like it's been spray painted.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was a low budget movie. It has not aged well.
No, but that scene where he's walking up the stairs and then the stairs are upside down. Fuck, man.
So lame.
I didn't know who MC Escher was back then.
Did you ever see that shirt growing up? I remember that in the 90s. Like, there was MC Escher resurgence in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like
big.
the white t-shirt you'd buy at the Omniplex. And it would have like the two hands drawing each other. Mm-hmm. Might have the guy holding the silver orb
while
where the
looking
reflection.
back at himself.
Yeah.
Dude, you didn't
Classic.
think how metaphysical that was, man. It was spiritual.
Do you think a like a high school geometry teacher, like in the 90s, ever came in with a boombox and he was like, I'm MC Escher. And like did a little dance for the class.
You know that happened. Also, spiritual t-shirts. Fuck you. Like, dude, if you're wearing a shirt that's like, here's my spirituality, it's like, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm sorry. You slamming that? Is that what you're saying? Okay, when I was a youth, and I'm using that word purposefully. When I was a youth in youth group, I wore spiritual shirts. And it was always the knockoff of what was popular than like the Massimo. It was the old script Massimo, and it was called Messiah.
Ooh.
And on the back, it was a play on the Sight for Sore Eyes Massimo t-shirt that was blurry when you looked at it because of the screen printing. But the Christian one said Sight for Blind Eyes with like Matthew bullshit, whatever underneath.
And then there was Fear Not, which was a play on No Fear.
No fear. Oh shit.
I had one that was had 3 rusty nails, like realistically printed on the front, and on the back it said Driven. And it was like, you know, again, always with the Bible verse. Like, isn't the 3 nails, bloody nails enough?
Dude, if it was just that, or if Driven was on the front, it would make you seem like you totally hung him up on that cross. Because you drove those nails in, dude.
The one I like, if I could find one, the Lord's Gym one was pretty dope, though. It's Jesus fucking doing push-ups with the cross on his back.
That's so good.
Pretty dope.
What are these shirts?
Google.
I don't know how I missed any of it. Like, I mean, I grew up in a different time, and my youth group, I guess, was probably different. But man,
the fad had passed by then.
Yeah.
James, top 5 favorite Christian T-shirt in a movie. Go.
In a movie? What the fuck? I can't even...
Specifically comedy
Favorite
movie
Christian
from
t-shirts from a
1980s.
I can't even name one.
All right. Were you a spiritual
Wait. This isn't... The only one I could vaguely think of is it's not even in the right time period, but it's Jesus Didn't Tap shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That there's
Wait, what does that mean? Is that like an MMA Jesus
Yeah.
shirt?
yeah, it's like a tap out.
Do you know Tommy from Power Rangers, the Green Ranger?
Yes.
He grew up and he started a t-shirt line called Jesus Didn't Tap.
He's a Christian.
Interesting.
Huh.
I'm going to Google it tonight. I'm going to do some late night Amazon shopping. You know, like I'm on my tablet in bed and I just start browsing. Do you ever do that?
I stopped doing Amazon Prime because of that shit. I had to cut myself off.
It's not good. It's not good. I still find myself doing it. Like sometimes I'll go back and check my search history and I'm just like, whoa, you went down a weird rabbit hole.
Well, because you see a deal and you're like, oh, you
Things.
click on that, and then they'll start fucking Amazon. They pair things like, well, yeah, I'm not telling you what to do, but people who bought that also bought this. You might think about buying that too.
Yeah, maybe.
I just got to stop buying dumb bullshit. That's my problem.
What was your last frivolous purchase?
Today,
Jeez.
I did get a no-bake cookie at On Cue on break today. That was pretty cool.
I mean,
I
like,
didn't need it,
What
though.
about like on Amazon? Like
Yeah,
your
your
last
online
frivolous Amazon purchase?
I don't know.
The last thing I bought on Amazon was a white K-pop wig.
Okay, what
Sick.
for?
It's for the NIMS release show. I got like a get up.
Nice.
That makes sense.
James, your segues are impeccable.
I know what I'm here for.
I think it was more of a hint. Yeah.
I guess.
I know.
So you're going as a what was his face? My brain. The older I get, the brain just stops working.
You're
Speaking-
rotting from the inside.
Well, you are. At the age of like 30, you pretty much are. Speaking of art, he was big in the art scene.
Bob Ross.
No, the guy, the artist who had gray
Biggest.
hair and the Campbell soup can guy.
Andy
Bob
Warhol.
Ross.
Andy Warhol. Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna do a Warhol kind of a thing?
I don't think I just like realized I wear a lot of black and I look really sad all the time. So I just like bought white everything and then
Just
I got
like
a white
change your
wig.
pace.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like a white hoodie, white pants, white shoes, white wig.
Alter ego.
You are
Yeah.
kind of a black-haired hoodied boy.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I think. That's actually what you're like in my phone. Like it just says black hair, wears a lot of hoodies.
Shadow of James Nghiem is what a lot of people have put.
If
in.
James,
I like it.
if James was an action figure that it comes to the box and you get accessories, it would be James with his hands in his hoodie pocket.
Yeah.
Hoodie is you can change the jacket side, but you're gonna keep that hoodie on.
Okay.
And then your accessory would be a microphone.
That'd be good.
That's
stand-up.
cute.
I thought you were gonna say martini, but that's more gratifying. Or like it's kinder.
You can swap those out too.
Yeah. Comes with 2. Dude, the NIMS should just do fucking action figures, man. That would be
That's a great
so
idea.
cool. I don't know, especially now that the music video, is the music video out yet?
It is not.
Well, once it's out, you guys should totally. There has to be action figures. I don't know why.
Is it because you're in this video and you want an action figure of yourself?
It would
Yes. No, but it would be really cool.
You know why he's
maybe
here.
like a really
I know.
plush.
I know. Why.
He know why he's here. What's wrong with me? I am decomposing. Do you ever feel that way?
Decomposing?
How old a guy are you?
34.
Okay, so spring chickens over
Are you
here,
feeling
Josh.
him yet?
Am I feeling what?
You say you're 34?
34, sorry.
Okay, so are you feeling any kind of...
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I know you didn't ask that, but I am feeling it.
Muscle.
If anybody is listening and wondering why I'm acting weird,
It's because you're an action figure.
I feel it all the time.
Dude,
Like I hate to be morbid, but like got a few miles on me now, you know? I know I'm only 37. Like I should be like, is that the peak? No, because it used to be 40s over the hill, right? So wouldn't 37 be like approaching the peak?
yeah, but no, okay, that's
Or is the peak halfway up the hill?
no one talks about it. No one talks about over the hill. It's like, 16, you get your driver's license. 18, you graduate, you can buy cigarettes and go to war. 21, you party. After that, no one gives a fuck about your age until 40, and then there's like, hey, you're fucking old. Like, God damn it, man.
or there might be, you look great.
Yeah.
And when
For
you're like,
40?
for 40.
For 40? That's when it starts going. I hear that all the time. Like, man, for 36, you look really good. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Can I just don't put that first part there? It's like, hey, man, you look good.
Yeah.
Don't bring my age into it.
It's fucking morbid, man. It's like your last important birthday is 21.
Yeah.
You truck along for what is that, 19 years?
19.
And then it's like, surprise, you're almost dead.
Yeah.
Or at least halfway there.
That's what the name insinuates, that you were over the hill, and at the end of the other side of that hill is a fucking grave, bro. That's where you're going.
And I thought, at least when you're approaching hitting the top of the hill, you come down the back. You know that old saying, it's all downhill from here. I always thought that was a good thing.
Yeah, it's like easy.
Like you rode your bicycle up that big hill of life, and now you just get to coast down to the grave.
But you don't coast, man. You fucking barrel roll down that bitch. Like the years just start just going right by.
Maybe that saying has to do with like the time in which that saying was like
When people rode bikes.
or when they walked fucking everywhere.
No, like maybe back in the day you retired at like 40 or 50
Oh,
years
you
old.
did?
Yeah, and then it's all downhill from there. It's all easy. It's all money.
Oh yeah, that totally makes sense actually.
What's your top 5 sayings about being in a band?
Are these like legitimate questions?
No, you don't have to answer any. No.
I'm just trying to think of one question about being in a band.
What is one saying about, you know what they say about being in a band? You're always in a band.
You're always in a band.
What? Yeah, there's who cares? Bands, schmans, podcasts.
Do
It
you
doesn't
know
matter.
What you know what they say about being in a band? Your nephews are more mature than you. I don't know.
Burn.
That's
That's a pretty good one.
That's a self-burn.
that feels adequate.
James, what's it is it cool like being in a band with your brother? Like I feel like it is. Like I've only been in a band with not my brother.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's you have to have a good relationship with your brother to be able to be in a band with them for so long, right?
I think it's pretty taxing for sure. Like, cause, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's tough being in a band with anybody.
Yeah.
Honestly, and then with your brother, and like you grew up like fighting, or you grew up
Yeah.
a lot of different stages of your life, and you're still playing music together. It's really challenging, but I think it's worth it. Like, I don't think I'd play in a band if my brother wasn't in it, or maybe. If I did, it would be like a really shitty band that I didn't care about. But like, this is probably the only band that I'm gonna probably care about.
So which of you two you think would helm
Win in a fight.
the band leader position? Like, who does more of the...
I'm not sure. I think the duties are kind of split up. He's like really good at music, which is essential for being a good band.
That's a good first step.
I would say, yeah, number one, get good at playing
See,
music.
I always left that part out.
Yeah.
Always. And that's why I look back with
skip
regret.
straight to look cool as fuck.
Yeah. Have expensive gear.
Yeah.
But no 4 chords, bro.
That's all you need.
You need that guitarist in your life? Look no further. He's right here.
Robbie Ray.
I'm mostly the guy who like I play drums for sure, and I do some production stuff. But I'm like the guy who shows up and talks on podcasts and like sends emails and stuff.
Well, you do like the social, you do like the booking and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I think I'm better at that stuff than he is, but he's better at the actual music, which
it's good to have that.
yeah.
That's
Teamwork.
why the Lennon McCartney thing was always so hectic, because you got 2 musical geniuses trying to do. Let one guy carry that.
Plus, let's be honest, okay? If you're a Beatle, you're an asshole.
Or you're dead.
Well, now, yeah.
All but 2.
Bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
6 feet under the bottom of the hill.
What I'm saying is, if I'm fucking John Lennon,
If you're fucking John Lennon,
no. If I am John Lennon in 1966, 1967, you don't think he was an asshole?
no man, I think he was probably real down to earth, just a man of the people.
I'd be a dick. Dude, I mean, you
throw 16. They were like 16. They're teenagers at
Well,
the time.
like 67, they were a little older. They were getting into the LSD.
Oh, 60.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're still a young
they're
lad
in their
from Liverpool,
20s, right? Still, I mean, at that point,
Yeah, you're the biggest thing in the world.
right?
You're bigger than Jesus. So yeah, I would say you're a little cocky, a little arrogant.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I was 17, I was egging cars. Like, if you took 17-year-old me egging cars and then made me hugely famous,
Biggest thing in the world. Well, there's that. So how long have the Nims been a band?
Like a band, or how long have we been like just kind of jamming or playing?
both.
Since your very first show. So I'll mark your first show as like you're officially a band.
Yeah, that's a good
benchmark.
I
place
think
to put it. Man.
maybe when I was 20 or 21. I'm 34 now, so like this. I don't think this show counts, but like one time, all three of us. Andy doesn't play in the Nims.
Oh, you like the Beach Boys.
But one time we played a Vietnamese night at OU, and we like I had never like really practiced for a show ever, and I had to practice like hardcore for 2 songs, and it was like the most stressful thing ever. It's the easiest songs ever. But as like a band, like a real band, since I was 23, so like 11 years.
Okay.
Long time.
Yeah, it's been really. I don't know, the band. I got a lot of stories from it, and yeah, it's been different every year. So
Let's hear 4.
4 stories.
You're real in like numerical. Let me hear
5
7
t-shirts.
Yeah. Can we get 1?
Yeah, probably eventually. What do you want to know?
I just want to know about you. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
You know why you're here.
Well, I want to know what love is. That was my question.
What love is?
Yeah.
It's that intrinsic feeling that you can't describe with English.
That's really good.
What about with
But with Spanish, totally you can.
right? Okay, Spanish
Italian.
and French.
Me
you could definitely-
gusta. That's how you describe love to me.
That's fantastic.
All right.
So what's your one story?
Sorry, I'm so bad today.
You're good.
What kind of you want to hear how we got together?
Yeah.
Our first show. Okay, our first show as the Nims, as a 2-piece. David had recorded. He bought a 4-track recorder, and he had written like 4 songs, maybe 3 songs. It wasn't very many, and they're like really good melodies, really simple songs. Maybe just acoustic guitar, maybe like a loop of a drum track going on one track. This is on cassette tape, so it was all
Sure.
like a really big hassle to
Like
do.
an old Tascam 4-track.
Yeah. So he made like a bunch of demo tapes, and like he bought a couple of Walkmans to like in case people didn't have tape players at that point. He bought like 3 really cheap Walkmans. Like, hey, here's my demo tape and here's a Walkman.
Sick.
Dude, he was the dude on the beach giving you the CD. Hey man, you like hip hop? He was doing that.
Yeah.
But he also gave you the CD player.
Yeah. So it wasn't like a scam.
Yeah.
But
Wait, hold on. Did he gift the tape player, or did he lend the tape player? Is what I'm trying
I
to
think
say.
he just gave it to
So
people.
it's okay. So I'm
Legit.
picturing that we've all had that happen where a dude comes up and like puts headphones on you. You've had that happen before?
He pulled a Bono.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the new iPhone, but my album's
Oh,
on
yeah.
it. You know,
God, that was so annoying.
so bad.
But you have it. No, what I would have done is I would have put the tape in there and then glued the thing shut so you can't put another
you can
tape in
listen to.
there.
That's fucked up.
That happened to me
It's
once
like
at
clipping a bird's wings off.
Oh God.
But it still sings beautifully, just like your brother.
I mean, I guess you're clipping a bird's wings off in a paradise, maybe, but you're still clipping a bird's wings off.
It just hop around. It would just walk. Would a bird, if you cut a bird's wings off,
It would die.
would it walk? Would it just walk around everywhere?
Just pissed. Just like, I can't even fucking fly anymore. I'm just hopping around.
Ground bird.
I don't think it would probably have an existential crisis of this is I don't know what to do. I've literally lived my entire life flapping these little things on the side of me to move places.
Yeah.
I don't know though. If I got my legs cut off, I don't know. I was gonna say like just use a wheelchair.
Yeah, a bird is gonna use a wheelchair.
Well, but they can still walk. They can still walk. They're smart enough to walk.
But birds are
That'd be so cute. wouldn't it?
they're aviary creatures. Their lives are in the sky.
Right.
We are just mortal beings on this earth that we're literally pushed down by gravity to the earth.
Right, but they also walk. They know how to
rarely.
walk.
They
I see
hippity-hop
birds
around.
walking all the
But
time.
they don't walk. They hop. They go like.
No, some birds walk.
I've never seen a bird
Like
walk.
you never seen a chicken like walk around?
It's a chicken. It's a flightless bird.
It's not a bird.
It's a flightless bird.
Oh, good point. I never thought of it that way.
Now, cut a chicken wings off. Cut a chicken's wing off.
And then you
fry
fry
that
it.
shit up, and you got yourself a meal. You ain't
You're a
even rotten.
vegetarian. What the fuck? What the hell?
I'm a vegetarian, but I'm totally open to meat eating. I think do what you want to do. It's a personal thing for me. They're doing. Have you seen this shit? Lab grown meat. I will sign up for that.
Yeah, it's stem cells. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We could literally change the world with stem cells.
I was like kind of curious about it. What I heard about that like maybe like 5 years ago. I was super curious to see how that turned out.
Dude, they should sell that at like the Speakeasy or the Garage or something and call it like the Republican. You know? Because aren't they so against stem cell research?
They hate stem cells.
Conservative, certain people in that party, I guess I should say. Let me clarify. I don't know.
I don't want to be the hippie dude preaching about stem cells, but from what Joe Rogan says, they could do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. Can't they like grow organs with that?
Yes.
Then let's fucking do it. What are we doing right now?
The Bible. The stem cell is a person. And you can't.
I think it's just stem cells, right?
You can go down that whole thing all damn day.
Nice.
So the NIMS album release show.
Yeah. Do you want to finish the story?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay. No, we can skip it. It's not. I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, let's hear it.
Okay, so we couldn't get a show anywhere. We messaged a bunch of places. Really hard to get a show in Norman, which is fucking stupid.
Hold on, pause for a second. So was he just giving the cassette? I gotta go because I want the thing in my head. So he gives the Walkman
Yeah.
just to random
Or woman.
people, or is he giving them out to like
I don't even know if it came to that point because like
Walk Woman, the Sony Walk Woman?
nobody would
walk
even
person.
take a tape for a long time.
Okay.
And then I
so-
think so this happens. You know, Ryan Lindsay from Broad Show, or
I know him from DJ Ryan
from
Lindsay.
Starlight Mints at the time. There's a Ben Queller show coming to town, and Ryan has to carry gear because he works at Opolis, and he has to carry gear for Ben Queller. He has to meet his girlfriend though. He has to meet his girlfriend's parents for dinner or something like that. So like he can't go to work that day, and for whatever reason, through a chain of just like Norman folks knowing Norman folks, my brother gets a text and it's like, "Hey, can you get 2 or 3 people to carry amps for this Ben Queller show that's coming in?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then me and my brother just spent like 12 hours carrying fucking amps for Ben Queller and like putting stages together. And like shit I've never done and have never done again.
So,
And-
so wait, so you're basically a roadie, like a tech, with zero experience.
Yeah.
Based on a text message.
Yeah. And like I'm putting together this like, yeah, I play drums, like put together this drum set for the show. And it's like I don't my drum set is really cheap and I'm like I don't fucking even like I was so embarrassing. Like I just have the worst
You
time.
don't want to set it up wrong.
Yeah.
And like,
I didn't
what if he
even-
doesn't like it?
I didn't even know how to set it up. Like I'd never seen like tom stands before at that point because my drum set is so cheap. I still use that drum set to this day, by the way. But I couldn't even do it.
So that was your first drum kit, first and only drum kit.
Yeah, I've been playing the same drum kit forever.
That's cool though, man.
Is it?
You make it work. Robbie and I talk about all the time on this podcast. If there's a piece of gear you can go back in time and get again, or just the nostalgic feel of playing on that quote unquote shitty thing, but it's your first thing, you kind of grow fondness for it.
Yeah.
And you've been playing it so long. I mean, you've changed the heads, obviously. I hope to God you changed the heads.
I
on those
changed them
drums.
once, and then my snare broke. My replacement snare head broke, and I replaced it with my old snare head. So that has my fucking original snare head on it.
What?
Yeah.
So the funk is in the funk with that kit.
Yeah.
That there's something nice about that.
I agree. There are pieces of gear that I would love to go back in time and just go, don't do it. Like, don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Stupid. And, I can think of like a few things, but I think the number one thing would have been that old green Russian Big Muff that I had when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I bought it from a friend at school for like $40. That was a lot of money to a high schooler. $40.
Dude,
like,
that's 2 weeks of gas.
yeah. But I bought it. He was selling it. I bought it off of him. I used it forever. And this was mid 90s. I was like super into like Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
And it just had the sound, man. And it was, nowadays they're worth a lot of money. They go for like $300 to $400 now just for one pedal. And I didn't sell it. I took it apart.
Oh no.
Yeah. I tried to like rehouse it. Because I was like, I don't like that it's in such a big enclosure. So
I don't like that's in this cool. That now you're like, God, that enclosure was so fucking cool.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It had some battle wear on it. It was kind of like beat up, but it worked perfect. It sounded amazing. It was one of those ones that didn't have an AC adapter. So you had to buy that stupid clip that goes on the 9-volt if you wanted to run.
Yeah.
If you ran out of batteries and you've already stolen them all out of the smoke alarms in your parents' house.
Dude, that was the thing about like pedals that need like D batteries.
9-volt?
9-volt batteries, I'm sorry.
Dude, a pedal that runs on
I know. I know.
Ka-dink.
But like,
It'd be awesome. Those old flashlight batteries.
little did anyone's parents know that their house was completely unsafe when it came to fire, because it's like,
Or carbon monoxide.
yeah, it's just like, where did all the batteries go? And then you're just in your room just like, no, just like playing guitar.
And your dumbass mom's like, well, the house couldn't be burning down. I don't hear anything.
I don't hear that. I hear. No,
You just hear like Enter Sandman.
you spend your $40 on the pedal. You can't go down to the fucking Eckerd Drug and buy a 9-volt battery because you don't got the money.
I've said it before, 9-volt or just batteries in general when you were a kid were like prison cigarettes. They were like currency. Like I coveted those batteries. If I was lucky enough to get a set from my walk person,
Yeah.
I would like use it sparingly so I could save my batteries, because it wasn't just bricks of batteries like it is these days.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
If you found a loose 9-volt anywhere, you always do the lick it. See if this is good. I'm taking that home.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that later.
Even like rechargeable batteries were a hassle back then. Like batteries right now, you just plug it, it's whatever. But like rechargeable batteries, you gotta get a recharger, and they gotta be like even juice level.
I've never used a rechargeable battery. I've always thought that'd be a cool idea to get the pack you put on the wall and the thing, and it recharges it. Have you ever used rechargeable batteries?
Yeah, I use them all the time.
All the time.
It's-
Really?
My whole life. My whole adult
Dude,
life.
I'm just like I'm the vegetarian who's like, don't kill animals. Hey, we should probably stop using straws and plastic bags. That's fucked up. But I'm just gonna toss out these batteries willy nilly. These things that don't biodegrade and are fucking terrible for our planet. It's like, what are these AAAs? Fuck them.
Dude, you got to get on Amazon, late night purchase, buy yourself a brick, buy 8 AA's, okay?
Yeah.
And then that way you have a set rocking and you have a set charging, and then you just swap them. I do that like I play a lot of video games. So like the Xbox 360 controller has 2 AA batteries. So it's like you buy plenty to where you just swap them out, and they're
Now,
always freshly charged.
What's the lifespan on these guys?
I don't know. Longer than me
Oh, so they're still going. Your ones you.
at this point.
How long have you had them?
I'm old.
Well, you're over the hill.
I've had them for like 2 years, and they're still great.
That's awesome. Okay, you bite the bullet, make the purchase.
That big investment of some rechargeable
$15.
batteries.
No, I've never done it, and it's one of those things you walk by and you say we should get, or you put it on the list. Like, I'm gonna go to Target this weekend. Can you think of anything? Nope. Just buy some fucking rechargeable batteries.
Yeah.
My grandpa Roku remote.
Damn it.
Roku. I know,
Aunt
man.
Josh.
I'm on Roku. I use Stitcher. I'm on Roku. Yeah. Good God. Dude, have you guys heard of Crackle? It's pretty fucking awesome.
I love Crackle. I have a bit about Crackle.
You told a Crackle joke at our 100th episode.
Yeah.
You told that joke.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I love Crackle. I got Hulu again right now, but I got to cancel it again because this job didn't come through like I wanted it to. I had a job interview on Tuesday. So I'm back on Crackle Monday, basically.
Now, are you being serious? James Nghiem, the legendary James Nghiem, endorses Crackle.
I think it's like, for one,
Is it free?
it is free.
100% free.
Nothing to lose.
all right.
Oh wow,
All right.
cool.
So also like Hulu, Netflix, all that stuff, it's like content overkill. So like Crackle is like having one good channel. Like you can watch too much. You can watch everything good on there,
Right.
And then you just gotta like go for a walk or something.
Yeah. No, or you're watching like reruns of fucking My Three Sons or something.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's like shitty shows like that.
I watched Crackle once, and it was to watch Joe Dirt 2. Because I'd never seen Joe Dirt. I was like, I'll give it a try.
There's a second Joe Dirt.
And I turned it on.
Wait, there's a second Joe Dirt?
And I get 3 minutes into the movie, and I go, fuck this.
Is it that bad?
Dude, it is awful.
The first one's so good, though. I've recently been
I really like
introduced-
Joe Dirt.
I had never seen it until recently, and Kate likes it, so we watched it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I know, I got a long list of favorite movies and movies I've seen. That was at the top of comedies, for its time.
I'm going to say for a David Spade vehicle, it's the only David Spade starring role movie that's any fucking good.
It's a high bar to set.
Oh, is
What
it?
were you going to say, James?
I lost my train of thought.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that, but I have watched Rush Hour, the
It's on Crackle.
TV series on Crackle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the TV series.
Is that bad?
It fucking sucks like so much.
But did you watch the whole thing?
I watched like 3 episodes.
Okay.
I really
binge
tried.
watch a season of fucking
Guilt watch?
What's next? The Lethal Weapon series?
It's probably on there too, honestly.
There is
my
one.
God.
There is one.
Yeah, is it on Crackle?
Oh,
though?
probably.
Probably.
Well, with Crackle, it's free. You get the commercials, which are kind of jarring because you're not used to seeing them anymore because no one really watches regular television. So you're watching, they'll do them in the middle of movies. So you're watching a movie and it's like this intense moment. And it's not even where a commercial break should go. It's just like in the middle of dialogue. And it'll be like, catalogs, Frosted Flakes, blah, blah, blah. What? Why am I watching this commercial
It's
right
like
now?
Channel 34, like having a really good Channel 34. That's what Crackle is. And
right.
like, it's not as good as Hulu. It's not as good
Okay.
as Netflix, but it's like,
It's also free.
yeah.
Let's do that then. Okay, so you have your Netflix, which is probably the top of the HBO Go, Showtime, all that stuff.
I would say Netflix reigns supreme.
And then
Yeah.
Hulu right below that. Crackle's getting close to the bottom.
Yeah.
I would slap in like HBO Go right under Hulu.
Right. So what I'm saying is, so when we were kids, you had 4, 5, 9, 34, 25. My go-to was Fox. I would watch anything on Fox. Fox Kids Club, all that stuff.
Fox Kids Club is tight.
I liked it.
Well, now you
Saturday-
like Fox News, so that's just full circle.
It works. There was like the CW, UPN, like we had different channels that were free.
What? Okay. I know we're in a politically correct world, but was the CW kind of black? Or is it just me?
The
was it?
WB was.
The
And
WB! Oh, that's right. See, I get my W's confused.
UPN.
No, there
Okay.
was UPN and WB going on at the same time.
Oh, really? Or did W turn into
Yes.
CW?
What happened was, okay, so Oklahoma had UPN for a long time, and then that switched to the WB. But in different states, there would be like those channels.
Would
It's
still
like Hardee's.
coexist.
It's like 2 different restaurants.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
Hardee's- yeah.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. And then like CW was when they were like, "Yo, let's be." Did Hardee's and Carl's Jr. ever combine to turn into one thing?
No, it's like, they're like the Del Taco. They
They said it would be Carl's Jr., but at the bottom on the sign, it would say like breakfast by Hardee's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be like they would have some of the same programming, but not all of it. Like UPN had Star Trek Voyager, and then like WB would have like Buffy, which was fucking awesome. And then CW, when they combined, they just like all that shit merged.
And now CW is the house for all the comic book, the DC comic shows.
Yeah, which
Well,
I don't know anything
Just
about
for
those.
Green Arrow. Green Arrow's on there, but
The Flash?
Daredevil. Oh, yeah, the Flash. The Flash fucking sucks.
Heroes of Tomorrow or Legends of Tomorrow. There's like
Legends of
four.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Really?
there's a whole DC universe on CW, and
see-
it's really cheesy.
This is the thing, though.
Swamp Thing.
Wait, Swamp Thing's on there? I'm sorry, Robbie.
No, you're fine. It's option paralysis, like you talked about with Netflix. There is too much stuff.
Yeah.
Like there are too many choices. There are too many things. I mean, we talk about like too many things that you want to get into. Too many fucking shows to pick. Every time I go into Netflix to try to watch something, I just scroll for so long that's my Netflix show. Like watch Robbie scroll through the menu for 30 minutes until I'm like, fuck this.
No, you look at the clock like, oh, I gotta go to bed.
Like
It's terrible.
the other day I was watching Crackle, and the best movie I had was Blade 2. And I love that movie, but if I had Netflix, I would never watch Blade 2 again. But like, I don't have any options, so I'm like,
Have you tried?
Play 2's my man. Let's go.
So what do you use for your streaming thing? Do you use an Apple TV or a Roku?
Crackle's on PlayStation.
I
right?
just watch it on my PC, honestly.
Okay. Find this app, and listeners out there, Pluto TV. It's like Crackle. Basically, you pull it up, and it looks like you have Cox or DirecTV or something. So it'll have the menu. You can scroll down, see what's playing, or like a TV guide, a scrolling TV guide, and then in the top corner, it'll have a show on. And whatever you scroll through, it's like a menu, and it's just different channels, quote unquote. One called Toon, Comedy, these generic ass names, but they play like comedy specials and movies and shit like that. And it's pretty dope.
Free?
Totally free.
Weird. How
Did it stream like channels, or do you click content?
It's content. So okay, when you're looking at like a TV guide, when you're going to the guide on your TV with DirecTV or whatever, and you look at the channel name, the time slots, and then what's playing, it does the same shit. And they have it's 24 hours.
But is it on demand? Or is you tune in to the channel?
What's awesome is you tune into what's on the channel. So it's kind of nostalgic of like, gotta watch what's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch the last 15 minutes of Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I kind of miss that
No
feeling.
one ever. Like ever.
No.
I always hated that about TV growing up. It's like if I was 3 minutes late into a show, I would not watch it because I'm just like, no, I want the whole experience.
Really?
I need that opening scene. I need those credits.
I think I need that now, but when I was a kid, like if Bloodsport was on, I'd be like, no matter what point in the movie, I'm like, all right, let's go.
As long as you don't miss the scene where he kicks the shit out of that guy, I got him.
Yeah, maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe that's why I don't watch a lot of movies now because I wouldn't catch a movie halfway through. I would just go like do something else, you know. And maybe that's why I don't watch a lot of movies now. Is because I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't a big movie watcher then.
You got to spend time with it. I always like coming in the middle of a movie.
Ew.
Watch this thing. And then kind of playing a game with myself where like I guess what happened before. Like who is this guy?
Yeah.
Why is he here? Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy?
Yeah.
And then like, but then you're like, oh, didn't see that coming.
Could have.
Nice.
If I would have started it. But again, at the time, you can't just scroll back 30 seconds or whatever. And you couldn't scroll forward past bullshit. If you find yourself doing that, rewatching a movie you've seen before, but you're streaming it so you can just go to whatever scene you want to. And just being like, you know what? This 5-minute chunk sucks. I'm just going to scroll through this.
I've
never done that.
I used
Or
to
go
like,
straight to those titty scenes.
Whoa.
like wait for a movie that I like to come on, get a VHS tape, and just record the movie and like stop during the commercials and record again.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yep,
Done
like it was like
I never did
Oh,
that
man.
with TV, but I did it when I was dubbing songs off of like the Cat onto my tape player.
yeah.
It was given to me by some weirdo, like, hey, listen to my band. Fucking
And then you get
so awesome though, dude. That happened to me. I'm kind of hung up on that. That happened to me I was in line for the Family Values tour in 1999.
damn, dude.
And this dude walks up and he's like this scummy looking dude, like kind of looked cool, kind
At
of
family values, I don't buy it.
yeah, right. And I'm waiting in line with my ticket in hand, ready. I got my Adidas jumpsuit on, you know. I'm
sequined up.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
ready
ready
to
to go. Got my shell toes. And he's like, hey, check this out, man. You like rap rock? And I'm like, yeah, why do you think I'm here? I know why I'm here. And he like puts these headphones on me and like he had a Discman, but he played it for me. And he's like
It's like CD warehouse or something.
wait, the funny thing was while I'm listening, you know, you're
$13.99 with tax, man.
I'm holding the headphones on my head like awkwardly, you know, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay. And he's like rocking out, like head banging, doing that thing.
He was trying to get you in the mood.
He didn't have headphones on though. So he's just rocking out to me, not rocking out to his band.
Was he rocking out to the beat?
No, he didn't have headphones on.
No, I'm saying, but
he was holding the Discman.
I know. I was wondering if like it's his band. I wonder if he could count it out. Like
You could
if I push
sense.
play and then he's like
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
No, that would be the worst, dude. No,
Was it Fear the Clown?
esque, yeah, something like that.
New metal.
Dude, if someone put headphones on me, I will push them. Like, how are you just gonna pop headphones on a person? Like,
I wouldn't.
What if it was like a cute girl that was
It's weird.
into Dungeons and Dragons?
well then, you got me, James.
Hold on. But just with the headphones on you, and it's just a terrible band, but it's her band.
What if it was a sexy little elf
What is this?
Going up to you. She got her pointy ears. She's got her green hat, a leather pouch.
What is this?
And she puts these headphones on you, and it's just like the most beautiful D&D podcast that you've ever heard.
What if
and she's looking at you like seductively, like, do you like it?
Pause for 1 second. Elves are like the hottest of the mythical creature, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
What if it was like Freddie Mercury's ghost, and he's just like, "Hey, buddy, check out what I've been working on."
Then I would listen to it. It's Freddie Mercury.
No, I would contact
Would
the
the
news
headphones- would the
because I just
headphones
talked to
be-
Freddie Mercury's fucking ghost.
It's on a tape still though. It's like all fucked up.
But would they be like ghost headphones? Like would the
And
headphones
it's like go through your head.
or just like
just fall down.
Yeah.
or just like
I didn't see
clouds
this happening.
floating on each side of your head?
That'd be cool.
They like glow blue.
I just think it's weird to put headphones on a person. I don't know.
What
Call me
if-
weird,
what
but
if it
that's
was-
just
what if
never
it was-
happened to me.
Sorry, I just.
That's fine.
Well, that's a salesman right there, man. Someone who has the ball. Because think
The-
about that.
the balls to
they have to
do
have the
it,
balls
yeah.
to do it. It's like this dude. They don't know who I am. I could have a
Right.
gun. I could be. I'm not armed. I'm not an armed man. But yeah, but that happens to me all the time because I'm a smaller dude and I am not threatening. So they'll just have some big dude be like, "Hey man, you like hip hop? Pop them headphones on." And I'm like, sorry. And I'll listen to him like, "This is really good." Yeah, man, it's me and my homie. We bowl and he does the sales pitch. Yeah, I'm selling for 20 minutes. I'll 2 for 10. Like, I'm not interested. Sorry.
I've never
Yeah.
had the sales pitch. Well, that Korn concert I did, but other than that, like I've never had that. I've just had like the people just hand you a country album.
Oh,
like
he's
this
trying to
guy
sell it to you.
Yeah. Well, the new metal head was. Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. I mean, that's more than you get with most people. They usually just try to sell with you based on nothing. And like, I'd rather like have
Have a preview.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing about going to Warehouse Music or Tower Records or whatever is you go in and you go to that little listening station. What do they got up? They got 6 CDs out there. Or you could pull one out.
How
Then let you
old
listen
does
to it.
that sound, though? It's like now I have that in the palm of my hand.
No, going to a listening station.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
I'm going right now.
And it's got those
I'm on
shitty
my way.
headphones. And then those little shitty push buttons left or right. Or there were some that would only let you play like 15 seconds of a song or more.
Which is dumb. It's
Even worse.
What do you think? I'm just going to come back
I'm
here
gonna give
every
you a
day and
taste.
listen to it?
I'm gonna give you
Like,
a taste.
Just let me listen to the whole
Dude,
song.
one of my favorite things in a music store, sometimes they still exist in like a Target or whatever. I don't think they do. Like those new moods, they're usually like the end cap of a thing. And it's like you push and it'll play like 30 seconds of like tranquility music.
Yeah, dude. Those were end cap, like
Yeah.
end cap Supreme, and they was usually made of wood, and it had like a grid with like 20 of these fucking albums on there.
But the artwork was always
holy
like some
fuck.
like
Do you remember that?
always like
Yeah.
some ocean beachside thing or some tranquil forest.
There was a single black dial to turn the volume up and down, and the speakers were built into the display, so it
Yeah.
would just play the music in the end cap. You're standing in the middle of the
And
aisle
you
like a
pick your
fool.
you pick your world music of
Is
choice.
this like Sharper Image shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
this wasn't
This was
like
like a-
fucking Walmart,
Yeah.
like Target, shit
Yeah.
like that. Definitely Hobby Lobby.
But
That
I worked
is
at
insane that I remembered that this
Yeah.
is a thing.
those were the best, man.
Yeah, those were super cool.
And they would always probably be near where they sold candles and stuff. It was never in the entertainment section.
No, it was over. Yeah, it was over by the like the like tiny bit of incense they might have sold, or
Yeah.
like candles, oils, things like that. So dope.
Bring that
Yeah.
back for bands.
You ever buy one of those?
CDs?
Ever?
Yes.
No, like a Pure Moods.
No, I worked at a store in the mall called oh shit, what was it called? It's a Small World, and it was a hippie, tranquil kind of place that sold a lot of fucking dragon. What did you call those figurines? Like a dragon sculpture and like wizard balls and
I would
fog,
call it fucking cool.
Yeah.
wizard machines and
My
shit.
house.
Wizard
My-
machines.
I don't know.
Wizard
But
machine.
they
Dope
had like
band name.
they would have like
Dibs.
the CDs that you put in the thing because it was like a disc changer or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I took one. Like maybe it'll help me sleep, and it does. But I grew up thinking that world music and shit like that was just lame. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I grew up thinking it was evil because
Really?
because I would like hear the word worldly, like don't be worldly, don't be of the world, and then I heard world music, and I was like,
But here's the thing.
oh,
But world music was
that's
all
not
about
Carmen.
But it was all for meditation and New Age, and New Age was a thing that you do not talk about. New Age.
People say don't be worldly, like in church.
Yeah, because you're like
Did you not grow up a spiritual young man?
I guess not. I mean, I'm not Christian at all, though. So
No,
like,
so much so that there's a company called Not of This World. You may see it on the back of
A
SUVs
truck.
and shit.
yeah,
It's
a white truck.
NOTW, and yeah, it means not of this world. Do not be a worldly person.
Because your treasures are in heaven.
Yeah.
Don't be of the world. You don't want to worldly desires.
Sins of the flesh.
Man,
carnal sins.
but you got to know what's happening, otherwise you won't be able to affect anything.
Oh,
See,
not
James,
if you're-
but see, you're a smart man. I was raised with this thing called guilt, and you're supposed to feel guilty about every little thing that you do. So much so that it affects you later on in life, where you're just like, am I just... Is my lack of feeling of having any purpose, is it due to the Christian guilt of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just getting pushed down, like, well, you should be doing this and this and this and this, but I don't... Why?
Yeah.
Just repress it. Hey,
Yeah.
I think we're having a little bit of audio technical difficulty, so we're going to take our break. We'll be right back. BoysPodcast.com. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Once again, that's BoysPodcast.com.
Boys Podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Please rate, review, subscribe, share it with a friend.
Email us at boys@boyspodcast.com. Send us a little feedback. We'll send you some stickies.
Thank you to our sponsor, Fat Bison. FatBison.com, maker of high-quality wooden signs, furniture, and more. Check them out, FatBison.com.
Lastly, thank you, the audience, for your feedback, your donations, all the kind words you send to us, warming our hearts, our hard little hearts over here at Boys Podcast. Thank you.
And now back to the show. Welcome back. All right, so there was some humming in the headphones. I think we're all good. So when we go back and edit this, sorry if there's a little bit of humming for like 20 seconds or so. But we had to address the situation, resolve it.
Because we're professionals here at Boys Podcast.
That's right. We're back. We're better than ever. And I had a really odd thought on our bathroom break.
Okay.
So I asked you if you wanted a glass of water.
Because you guys went to the bathroom
Our
together.
bathroom break. Yeah.
Okay.
So I asked you if you wanted a glass of water. And then I immediately got up and went to the bathroom to take a pee. And I thought, how fucked up would it be if instead of bringing him water, I brought him a nice warm glass of piss?
I mean,
And I didn't say anything.
So
I
disrespectful.
would know. I would notice.
When? That was going to be my question,
I
though.
could probably notice it immediately, man.
What if it was in like a dark, like an old beer bottle brown
Like a
glass?
coffee
I
mug
mean,
or something.
for one, it's probably gonna be warm. Two, it's probably gonna smell.
Yeah.
Like for real, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of your body falling apart,
Three,
boy.
you're a sociopath. That's insane.
No,
That's
no,
crazy
I'm not a
thought.
sociopath because I would never do it.
Right,
I
but
just thought about it.
If piss didn't smell and taste bad, people would probably drink it for real, like all the time. I mean, people would still drink piss.
Have you ever drank piss?
I don't think so.
Not even a little bit?
I don't think so. Like, well, I'm trying to think back to when I was a kid. I don't think so.
You ever chug a hot glass of piss, Dylan?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I can
A little bit of
categorically
piss?
say I've never drank piss.
You know, not even a little.
See, I remember growing up, like, there'd be like a dude that'd be like, hey, taste your pee, man. I remember this kid, clear as day.
Who are these crazy kids you grew up with?
I was poor.
That's what it is. Here's a milk chocolate eating,
Just a piss
white
drinking
onion,
white
put on your
trash.
sandwich.
You piss drinking, onion eating.
Onion eating, milk
White
chocolate.
onion eating. Yeah.
Josh thinks that white onions are for poor people.
So is milk chocolate.
And milk chocolate.
And milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Why are white onions for poor people?
Because it's a lower grade onion.
I don't think it is. I think it's.
I think it's the best onion.
Yeah.
Okay, it
I'm a
being
yellow
lower
and
grade,
red onion
a
guy
lower
myself.
grade than red onion just means it's 10 cents cheaper. You know that, right?
I'm aware.
I think they taste better too. Like you can caramelize them.
Yeah, they cook
like,
up better.
Yeah.
I remember this kid, though. He was like, hey, man, taste your pee. Next time you go to the bathroom, taste your pee. It tastes like buttermilk.
Whoa.
Ew.
And I still didn't do it.
Yeah.
Was he lying to
dude.
you? I mean,
I don't know. See,
I mean,
yeah.
not that.
Whoa, whoa,
I mean,
whoa, whoa.
obviously, it doesn't taste like buttermilk. But did he think it tastes like buttermilk?
Did he drink buttermilk and piss?
Yeah. First of all, I'd rather drink piss than buttermilk.
Fucking,
Yeah.
so I was gonna say, like, what a terrible thing to like. No, if you want to get someone to do something, like, hey man, drink your piss. tastes like fucking chocolate milk.
Yeah,
There's something
yeah.
delicious. Not
I was gonna say Mountain Dew, but yeah.
Mountain
I was gonna say
Dew.
Sprite.
Buttermilk. Like I used to hate eggnog when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now around the holidays, boy, do I love
dude.
some fucking eggnog.
I'm actually counting down on the calendar, not for Christmas, but for nog season.
yeah, right after Thanksgiving.
I haven't drank as much eggnog as I did when I moved in with you and it was Christmas time. We were drinking eggnog every day.
It's so good. I love eggnog.
I was going through eggnog.
Yeah,
and you got to get it from Brahms.
Oh yeah.
You got to get the real good the heavyweight shit. I was drinking that
10W30
dude.
shit.
And what I would do, I'd get the half gallon of eggnog and the half gallon of apple cider, not apple juice, but the apple cider. And then you get you a bottle of like Maker's Mark, and you just go back and forth. Eggnog, apple cider, eggnog, apple cider. Just rinse and repeat. Boy, it's a good mixture in the gut after a few of those.
milky, eggy.
You would mix cinnamon whiskey into your eggnog too.
Yeah.
And I did that
Gives
for
it
the
a little
first time
kick.
too. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
But it's thick in your mouth. Like
it's
buttermilk. You can't, if you just drink buttermilk, it's just a film in your whole face.
Right.
Like,
but the texture of that is far different than the texture of piss. I'm assuming piss.
The texture of piss.
I'm glad we're all assuming a lot.
I'm assuming piss
You know?
tastes like a
Shape of Water, texture of
like
piss. It's a porn
squirt.
parody.
or something. You know?
a
What'd you say?
sequel.
Squirt. Or like
Squirt?
what was that super high caffeinated beverage back in the day?
Surge.
Jolt. Yeah, like a Surge.
Yeah.
Piss probably tastes like Surge. Hot Surge.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes I smell my pee. Like after I drink coffee, if I'm taking a pee, I'm smelling it. You know, for whatever reason, you're in a small bathroom or something. It smells like Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me. It smells like breakfast cereal.
Your piss smells way
So
cool.
maybe that piss ain't so bad, if you know what I'm saying.
There's fighters who you guys know Lyoto Machida?
Mhm.
Like he drinks his own piss, and there's like videos of him doing it, and like he'll describe it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of sweet, and like
Wait, why does he do that?
he thinks that there's nutrients in your piss that your body still needs, so like he just like cycles it back inside himself.
I just don't buy it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
No,
dumb.
because what that is like that's like
You don't eat your shit.
No,
like,
your
You
body-
don't like eat your shit. You don't drink your piss.
your body. That's what your piss is. You're filtering out the shit your body can't use. So going like, nah, I don't believe that you did a good enough job, body.
Right.
So I'm gonna put it down the hatch
down
again
the
just
old
to
hatch.
make
Right.
sure.
Yeah, because you know what's really good when you change your car's oil and then you just put that oil right back in there.
That's what you do, though.
Exactly.
No. And you said he's a fighter?
Yeah, he's
So it's like his body is in tip-top shape, and he still doesn't trust it to...
Process things the way they're supposed to be
So
processed.
gross.
Gotta have
like-
that piss.
That's a great point, James. You don't eat your own shit.
yeah.
Because that's it's called waste for a reason. It's the waste that your body cannot use.
Excrement. Like who wants to eat that?
Yeah.
Dogs.
True.
I don't know why. I know that was a rhetorical question. I don't know.
It's worth an answer. I think.
Dogs.
Dogs do like to eat shit.
You ever eaten shit?
No.
James?
James?
A little bit?
No.
Meat?
Not even a bite.
No. No.
I would
Ever
I
tasted
would
it?
eat shit for a very large amount of money, and it would have to be a very small amount of shit, large amount of money.
Fear is not a factor to you.
No,
I don't know if we want to get into all that,
no.
but
Shit eating, onion.
Shit eating, milk chocolate loving.
Well, I mean, if you...
would you eat a white oniony shit
God,
White onion fat
dipped
shit.
in milk chocolate?
No,
I just... but
Dark
I feel
chocolate
like
average.
if you've licked a butthole, then you almost eaten shit
Yeah.
before.
I mean, you probably had
fried
even a
it.
little bit, like
Yeah.
particles.
Yeah.
Don't you eat poop particles when you go to a public bathroom though?
that's what
Yeah.
they say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with particles. Like particles are fine.
I know it
as
sounds
long
like
as-
a bunch of shit. Like a handful.
Like a Brahms, like well, not the waffle cone, but the little
frozen-
white trash cones,
the frozen
the shitter
yogurt.
cone.
the cake cones.
The cake
Just
cone.
with a shit on top, like a classic cartoon shit on top.
Yum.
Oh, everybody out there hungry yet?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I am hungry, but not for shit. For food.
Oh, I love food.
Me too. You like food, James?
I love food.
Can we talk about your brother's sandwiches, please?
Yeah.
Okay,
do it.
cool. because they're amazing.
Yeah.
And so I used to be in the NIMS, play guitar for you guys, and almost every single practice, sweet David would make these amazing sandwiches, like without fail. It was like almost every single time, and he would always wrap it up like a fucking takeout Sandy,
Like a pro.
dude. Yeah,
Like a goddamn pro.
Sandwich pro.
and then he'd be like, yeah, just put in the oven. He'd give me the temperature and the time, and I would not listen to David
For coming to
because-
band practice.
because I would just eat that bitch on my way home because it was fucking
They're
amazing.
like, hey, no, dude, don't worry. I'm going to eat it on the way.
Yeah, no, and then, or if it wasn't a sandwich, he would just like straight up give me like pieces of meat that he had seasoned to be red. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it tasted so good.
Yeah, I like what you would tell me about that, like the hospitality of David Nghiem, like you'd make food at practice. I've never gone to a band practice where the person's house who we're jamming at is like,
Yeah.
oh hey man, I made everybody some sandwiches. Yeah. No, it's like, hey, plug in, let's do this.
He also
It sounds like the best band practice
Dude,
ever. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like
no,
you can't even
you want
get a
some- you want
beer
some-
off somebody
Yeah,
usually,
it
let
was
alone a fucking
fucking
gourmet sandwich.
so dope.
This is my 4-pack of Miller High Life.
yeah.
Guilty.
The-
Guilty as charged.
I guess I've never been in another band, so like your band sounds shitty.
They are.
No, you're spoiled.
and
You're
hungry.
Like the last time I went there, not the last time, but the last time before the last time, we ate ramen.
Did he make ramen?
Yeah. Like you, me, Mike.
Was it pho or ramen?
Oh, it was pho.
Yeah, that makes more
There's a
sense.
big difference, man.
David
Yeah.
makes ramen, but I don't think he made it for practice.
No, okay, yeah, no, it was pho. But it was the only pho that I've ever liked. I don't really like pho. I'd rather eat ramen.
Yeah.
And
See, I'm in the minority here. I think I prefer pho.
I
don't-
think I do too.
I don't know why. Like I just like a steamy bowl of pho. There's always way more of it. It just it
Robbie and I
seems
silently
more
high-fived.
comforting to me.
I like ramen too. I think,
yeah, me too.
So like, if I was gonna marry soup, it would be pho. But if I was just like,
Gonna
yo,
fuck-
fuck, marry, kill,
so fuck the ramen because like the ramen, that ramen's
chicken noodle.
exotic to me or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with this strange ramen? That sounds like a douchebag
No,
right now.
no, here's the thing. I think what it is
Soup fucker.
growing up white and semi-poor, you think of ramen as like top ramen, like just
What is it? What is it now? It's at the all-time high of 18 cents a box or a square. I mean, what is
it's
that?
going through the roof.
I know.
But you would eat that. That's what I always thought when you just put it in a bowl of water and you'd heat it up in the fucking microwave.
Wait, you didn't use a stove?
I rarely use the stove to make ramen.
You do microwave ramen? Wait, hold on. Have you guys ever microwaved piss?
I think I always use
piss.
stove.
Okay. My hate of milk chocolate and white onions and all these things the poor things that I hate, it's self-loathing of my childhood.
Your mom just comes in the door with a big bag of onions in one of those like net bags.
And
like,
like-
come on, kids, time for dinner.
It's
Thunk.
like, it's my
onions.
origin story just going, one day, damn you onions. No,
I've never been fed at a band practice.
never.
That sounds.
Maybe a pizza, but it's not even like a new pizza. It's like a leftover from the night before pizza.
Or you might go in on a. I'm not talking about like going in on a pizza.
or a Totino's. No, it's already there and ready for you.
Hot and ready.
oh, the NIMS don't fuck around. Period. Like on anything. Like, and especially food. It was amazing, dude.
Well, not on the music. That new album's out, and it is so good.
Where can you
It
hear
is.
it?
It's everywhere. I mean, it's like Spotify, Amazon, iTunes.
It's on Roku. It's
What's
on
it
Crackle.
called?
Yeah.
It's streaming on Crackle.
Crackle, yeah. There's a Crackle TV series about its conception.
You can get your own reality show on Crackle.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's why I keep hyping up Crackle, because I'm like, I know Crackle execs listen to boys.
Yeah.
You are.
Let it be known, the next James Nghiem, or the first actual televised James Nghiem comedy special will be on Crackle.
Oh, that would be
That
so
would be-
fucking cool.
If I'd sign the contract today if they offered it to me. Like, yeah.
We're gonna hit them up.
We will give you $50.
I would
you
do
gotta
it.
supply
I would
the
do it for
footage.
$50.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Um,
That sound fucking desperate right now too.
So the new record,
What's
is
it
on-
called?
A Soulmatic.
Thank you.
it's on vinyl, right?
Yeah, we have vinyls at our house. They're gonna be at the release show next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Where's that? Hold on. Where's that release show at, bro?
51st Street Speakeasy.
Friends of the show.
Friday?
Friday,
So
yeah.
the day this comes out.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
perfect
some
timing.
Friday.
yeah,
Check it. Go to the damn show. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good. This record, the album artwork is super tight.
it's stellar.
The album kicks off with a track that is just gonna catch you, and you'll find yourself singing it over and over and over.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
That was what I liked so much about playing music with you guys. Is like all the songs were so fucking catchy. Like they were just like so dope. It was a lot of fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was always fun. And it was funny because the way that I started playing with you guys was actually because of Josh.
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah,
like
I didn't do that.
right. It was a Norman Music Festival, and Josh was like, "Hey, you should check out this band. They need somebody to play guitar for them." And then I listened to you guys on SoundCloud, and I was like, "This fucking shit jams, dude! It is so cute." So yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, James came to me, asked me if I'd be interested in like doing guitar stuff, and I was like, oh, whatever. And then I was like, Dylan actually
I'd be a better fit for it.
much better fit because like I'm a dude. I'm just a punk rock. I'm gonna play 4 chords. You didn't want me to just click on a fucking DS1 and just play power chords over your
Honestly,
shit.
I thought like our band has like been reconfigured so much. I was just like, fuck it, let's just whatever. We need something.
Call up the punks.
Yeah, most of my friends
that'll
are
work.
punks, so I'm just like,
let's
whatever.
throw some shit at the wall.
Yeah.
No, but it's a good fit. It added like some ambience, a little bit of a. Is that how you say that word?
No.
Ambience. It added some ambulance to it. It was really good.
Amber lamps.
It's good. I'm really excited for this show. It's gonna be fun.
I'm super pumped too. We've been practicing pretty hard for it. We just added an extra percussion guy. You know him, Chris.
Chris Van Dyne.
Oh, that's happening?
Yeah. He practiced with us for the first time.
Dude, that's
What
so tight.
the Instagram
That's
story
so
was
cool.
about programming drums. Because I was like, why is Chris playing an electric drum pad?
Yeah, he hates it.
Makes so much sense now. Well, and that can just make him do it more.
He's like, I hate this thing. I'm like, sorry, man.
Oh, he'll have fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll get to see Chris put his elbow on a drum pad. That would be fun.
And smoking a... Oh, that's it. The
Can't
speakeasy.
smoke at the
I guess you can't
speakeasy.
smoke in there. I love that about the speakeasy. Like the downstairs. Like we went last, I guess Friday it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last Friday. And just the fact that you can go in, it's a nice establishment. Don't smoke downstairs. If you don't smoke, like I don't smoke cigarettes. So
Yeah.
it's just nice to go somewhere and have a drink and maybe grab some food, but you don't automatically smell like smoke. Now you can choose to smell like smoke.
Yeah.
Take a step upstairs.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah. Smoky or non-smoky. I'm cool with the non-smoky. I'm cool with the smoky. Like I've hung out upstairs many times, but that sure is nice. You know what? I love the speakeasy.
I love the speakeasy too.
51st Street Speakeasy. It's cool. No, what I love about the bar, and I might be a little biased because I work there, it's you can literally choose your own adventure. Do you want to just chill with a small crew of people and a non-smoky thing? Stay in that downstairs bar. You want to go check out a show or a comedy show, or maybe VHS and Chill is doing an old movie and they're going to show? Check that over on the other side.
If you're into bondage, you can go to the no-no room.
There is a no-no room.
Andy was talking about trying to do like a leather daddy's night upstairs.
That'll work. Upstairs, you want to shoot some pool, smoke some cigarettes, play some not skee ball.
What is that called? Shuffleboard?
Shuffleboard. And
yeah.
then some foosball. There's that. There's a jukebox up there. You can play some music on the juke, smoke, talk to your friends. Go to the other bar, feel a little fancy. It's available for rentals, for receptions, what have you. Drink a nice scotch. Go out on the patio deck up there. Feel much better than the plebes on the bottom patio.
You're like looking down, you know.
Am I wrong? Where you're standing up there with your friends, you look down like you kind of feel a little cool.
I've been there for like a private birthday party. You go upstairs and you're out on that nice little upper patio.
Upper deck.
Not very big.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're looking down, and even if there's nobody there, it just feels good to be elevated. Like to be on the second level.
Get lifted, bro.
You get lifted at the speak, bro. See you there. I don't know. There is something to that. Like looking, like Kate and I stayed in a hotel, a loft downtown a few weekends ago, just for fun. Like just went. It was her daughter Emma's birthday, so we went to a hotel for the night.
Go somewhere different.
Yeah, we were gonna go swimming at the hotel, but it was raining, so we couldn't. But we had a lot of fun anyways, and we're like up pretty high, and we're like looking across Oklahoma City. It was really pretty out. There's like trains going by, and even though it was cloudy and stuff, it was just like it was cool to look down on people. That's what I'm getting at. It's pretty cool. Try it.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes back. It's like that saying, it's all these old sayings that people don't really think about. The over the hill, and like, yeah, you look down on the plebes or whatever. But because it does give you a sense of loftiness to be above. Like, you could afford to build your house bigger because you had more supplies.
Isn't that like Yertle the Turtle from Dr. Seuss? I'm Yertle the Turtle and I'm king of all I can see. And it was just a big stack of turtles. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That sounds
That
cool.
sounds deep as shit.
It is deep, dude. Seuss is deep.
Yeah.
It's not just about the hat. There's some serious messages in Dr. Seuss. See. Okay, I wasn't a Pooh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Seuss kid.
You were Seuss man.
I was a Seuss youngman. Did you Seuss?
I love Dr. Seuss.
Dude,
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Tune
Dude,
into our new
Starbelly
podcast
Sneetches.
where Robbie just reads Dr. Seuss.
Dude, if I could find like an authentic 90s Seuss hat, I might wear it.
Also,
I'm just kidding. Not like a Six Flags Over Texas shitty copy of it, but a good one, like a good Seuss.
Like who here at the table could rock a Dr. Seuss hat?
I could not. I attempted it once.
why?
Because
Good question.
I was 13. I was at Frontier City. I'd won it on the balloon thing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like. So there's a real Seuss hat
Yeah.
where it's thick. It has texture. It feels not like it wasn't made in Botswana by a 2-year-old. Anyway,
Then there's like the felt like costume.
It's so
The
bad.
limp dick hat.
It's like, oh, this could be cool. Like the like Spin Doctors. It's got like a Spin Doctors thing.
They never wore Seuss hats.
No,
though.
no one did. Assholes at fucking
Jesus,
festivals
man.
would. Dudes who would wear like wraparound sunglasses. Those are the assholes who would wear a fucking Seuss hat. Dudes who also had a jester hat in the back pocket just in case.
What? Archie? Like where are you hanging out?
Man, I'm thinking of a dude with many hats. His
I've
name.
never seen anybody with a jester hat in their back pocket.
I don't mean
Is that code for something?
I don't mean in the actual back pocket. I mean like in the
Oh, the metaphorical back pocket.
Like,
Okay.
so when he gets tired of the Seuss hat, dude, I'm gonna wear the jester hat. I can't believe that was a thing that people actually wore in public.
Wait, are we back on Seuss's or are we talking jesters? Or both?
Both. Just stupid hats.
Well, if you want the hat, you want to flaunt it.
Like Jamiroquai? Like, is that what we were talking about? Jamiroquai hat?
The dope hat? Like Marilyn Manson's dope hat? Is that what we're talking about?
No,
Or just novelty hats?
novelty hats.
Okay.
I mean, I would consider the fuzzy Kangol hat. That's a novelty hat.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a novelty hat, but they exist. I mean, a lot of people think that the hat that I wear is a novelty. It's the 2018 novelty hat.
It is. So you hate yourself.
Oh, do I ever? I really do.
I bought a jester hat once.
Yeah, you put it on me.
I was on
There's a picture of me wearing it.
Really?
Yeah, at the praise and worship thing at my church.
Yes, totally. I bought it on a ski trip though, a youth group ski trip. I didn't have a beanie and it was a little cold, so I go to what do they call it? I guess it's not a pro shop, but whatever.
It's like a pro shop.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
get your snowboard and all
Yeah,
that
you
kind
can
of
buy that bullshit there. You know, like now it's probably like Patagonias and Uggs and shit. But yeah, they had a bunch of hats on like a hat rack,
Like
if
a
you will.
spinning hat rack?
Yeah. And one of them was it was like a beanie, but it was a jester hat, and I was like,
Huh.
gotta have it.
It was like thick.
Yeah,
and
it
had bells on the end.
It was like
I think.
velour.
Yeah.
There were no bells. There were
It was
definitely no bells on
But
the
it was
end.
a 3-color velour. I remember that.
It was like purple, teal, and black.
Yeah. It was really cool.
I wore that shit. I thought it was cool, man.
Did you guys ever see the?
So yeah, I hate myself
1996,
too.
hell of a year.
Did you guys ever see the novelty hats that came out maybe like 2015? But they were like animal hats. And if it's a cat, so you put the hat on. It's like cat ears.
Yeah.
And then there's the
Paws that you put your hands in, yeah.
Yeah, and they're little pockets.
Yeah.
Keep your hands warm, but you have a cat hat. I had one of those, but it was a fin hat from Adventure Time.
I have to say that I do still have a novelty hat like that. It's it's a beanie that goes over everything, covers kind of your forehead. It's a wolf hat. It's like wolf ears. It looks like the top of a wolf.
Right.
And that was my wine drunk hat.
Nice.
Wine drunk hat?
Yeah, whenever I got wine drunk, Dinah
Do wolves drink wine?
would put it on me like, okay, this signifies that everyone
It's
knows
time
that
to
comes in
stop.
the room that you're wine drunk. So just let it be known.
Right.
Whatever he says, he's wine drunk.
And you're like, come here, little Red Riding Hood. Like, oh, stay away from Josh. It's a drunk, horny wolf. No?
Oh, yeah, shoe fits. If
The hat fits.
novelty hat fits.
Yeah.
Have you ever been the victim of more than one novelty hat?
In a room? Like,
No, yourself. Have you ever worn a novelty hat?
I probably have. I don't know, man. These are really intense questions.
Call me Robbie Rather.
Or did you rock a novelty T-shirt?
Probably. I had like a Lorena Bobbitt shirt one time, like as a kid.
What do you mean?
Like it was like a wiener or whatever. Like you know what I'm talking about?
This is way too vague.
It was like a hot dog and Lorena Bobbitt.
I don't know what your bottom was. I never saw a T-shirt.
There was like a T-shirt at
Josh
like,
asked you
Gadzooks.
and you go, it was a wiener or something.
Yeah, it was like a hot dog.
Okay. I thought you were walking around as a kid with like a hard dick on your shirt.
I know.
That's the kind of guy I am.
yeah,
That's the kind of time I grew up in.
decapitated dick.
It was like from Gadzooks or something. It was like
Okay.
a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it was like definitely, it was innuendo for sure. Like,
Okay.
This is a dick that got chopped off.
All right. I was the picture that was painted in my brain was
I was picturing one of like the serial killer shirt where it's actually Lorena Bobbitt with the dick in her hand.
It was like a cartoon hot dog, like running
away.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Get it?
I got finally. It's a
Little
slow
baby
burn.
James Nghiem, like little boy James Nghiem with a penis on his shirt.
A lifeline, like one of those iron-on transfers of just like a hard dog. Who's hungry?
We have fun.
I kind of am, honestly.
For real. I've been the victim of some novelty items, just items in general.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you do in your teens. I think those are marketed. If you see a grown-ass man wearing a Jester or a Seuss or any kind of novelty anything, one, kick that man in the shins. Tell him to grow the fuck up. You're over the hill, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Take the Rick and Morty shirt off.
That's not as bad as a Jester hat.
I do
Let's
have a
be
Rick and
honest.
Morty shirt.
Yeah, but you're 25 years old.
Right. And I don't really wear it. I just have it. Like, I like the show and I saw the shirt and I bought it and then I took it home and I was like, no, I can't wear it. I have it though, I'll wear it around the house or something like that.
It instantly gets demoted to like your lounging shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So about hats, what about a Spencer's Gifts, like a Deadpool hat? That's like a baseball hat, but it's got the Deadpool logo
On a flat brim. There's
brim.
like usually like comic book pages for the print for the back of the hat. The front's got the big puffy embroidered Deadpool logo.
I will put that in the novelty hat box.
I agree.
And I think if you're over a certain age, you should not wear those things.
I agree. If it's not a sports team or like a brand,
Wait, why is it okay for a sports
Nike.
team?
Well, because that's just
I think that's pretty lame, honestly.
it's timeless though, right?
A sports team wearing a sports team hat?
Nah,
But like, how are the Steelers more timeless than like
Superman?
Batman? It's like,
Maybe it's the style. If it was a Steelers hat that had all over print and it was just ugly, like that would look
Yeah.
childish to me. Whereas like a nice dad hat.
Now, I'll say this.
Like an old Kansas City Royals baseball cap that's broken in.
I've seen some
Yeah.
pretty nice Batman hats. They're like fitted hats, and they're all black, embroidered black Batman logo.
yeah.
I'll take it. But if you're gonna wear like a yellow, or like a lime green Suicide Squad hat,
Right.
get the fuck out of my face.
That looks like it's like spray painted on there or something.
Yeah, I see your point though. Like
Yeah.
there really isn't much difference.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, this is my favorite team. It's like, okay, well, this is my favorite comic book character, and he's, it's like, I get to read this, and like, yeah, he's made up, but like these dudes are like, you're never gonna meet this person. This person is essentially not even real to you. Like, you're more likely to meet Bruce Wayne than you are to meet this football player.
Not true.
No, because you're not going to meet that guy.
But you could.
You could.
You're
You
not
could.
going to
There's a
meet Bruce
possibility.
Wayne.
You probably won't.
Well, on that level, so we wear sports T-shirts and hats and things. We wear band T-shirts and artist T-shirts. No one has a comedian T-shirt.
Dude, if I could
I don't have a Bill Burr T-shirt.
I sold
You know what I mean?
T-shirts when I came out with my first album. I sold a bunch of James Nghiem Lonely Beast T-shirts, and like people bought them. There's like
That's
eight or
tight.
nine.
But
10
I'm
walking
saying
around.
it's not the T-shirt like it's not your face and then James Nghiem.
I would wear that.
I would so wear
that,
that,
But
dude.
no one, comedians don't do that shit. Like, you know, you can buy like a Metallica t-shirt and there's t-shirts that have the band on it. There was a Bush t-shirt that was just Gavin Rossdale's face. You know what I mean? So,
Well, James, start it up, dude.
Yeah.
Make a t-shirt with just your face on it that just says James Nghiem, and you got at least 3 people that are going to wear your face around town.
yeah, I'll buy one for $20.
Okay, I better hire a photographer because I don't have any good pictures of myself.
I'll take one, dude.
Yeah.
I got a phone.
Let's just do it.
Tight.
It's,
Let's do it
it's not
now.
going to look that great. It's going to be on a shirt, so it could be on like a. An
No, I
iPhone.
want it. I want it to look kind of faded and shitty.
Right.
You know, like the actual photo to look kind of grainy.
All right, let's rank the Oklahoma City comedians that you would wear on a t-shirt. Go first, James.
Okay. That I wear on a t-shirt?
Me, number 1. No.
Would you wear yourself?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
It's like wearing your own band t-shirt.
Yeah.
Laundry day, man. Sometimes.
Josh Lathy, Alex Sanchez, Brad Porter, Spencer Hicks, Jenny Godwin.
Brad Chad's the kind of guy. Brad
good
can have his
lineup.
own line of merch where, because he doesn't really have catchphrases, but he's got punchlines that have lives of their own. He can have like a shirt for each punchline. He's that kind of a comic.
Yeah, he'll have two shirts.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm just joking.
Sick.
I'm just joking, Brad.
Hey, just joking. You know, I would wear Brad Chad Porter's face on a shirt. You know, just doing that like, yeah, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do Spencer. I'd do Lathy. Who else? Who else would I do?
Who's the most handsome or pretty comic in Oklahoma? Actually, let's not do this because I'm gonna feel like a shit.
No. Dude, I think Spencer Hicks is like the
I'm going to say Alex Sanchez.
the most handsome.
He's a little sweetie. I fucking love Alex Sanchez.
He's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could get weird. Sorry
Yeah.
to put you on the spot.
It's okay.
Once again. All right, ugliest comedians.
Sam Kennison.
No,
Taylor
Oklahoman comedians.
Sam Kennison. No,
Is he from Oklahoma?
I thought he was. Is he not?
No, I
Oh,
don't
fuck me,
Is
man.
he? Maybe he is. I
Never
don't
mind.
know.
I'm wrong.
Ugliest comedian. There's a lot of ugly comedians.
Taylor Vincent.
That's why you get into it.
Oh.
Love you, Taylor. You know I do.
They're all ugly on the inside.
I would wear a Taylor Vincent t-shirt.
I would too.
To church. That'll show him.
They'll show Taylor or God?
No, God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strap back on the jester hat for old time's sake.
Ridiculous.
So what's been on your mind, Joshua?
Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that. Getting kind of dark. Not like dark, but like dusk. My mental well-being is at dusk.
Is it on the sunset or the sunrise? Which is it dusk? Dusk is at night. Dawn is in the morning. Crack of
it's a
dawn. Okay, yeah.
dusk. I think I'm perpetually in a dusk or dawn mindset. Like right now, I'm feeling very purposeless.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever get that feeling of purposelessness?
No.
Where you're just like,
No, I'm kidding.
well, you're young. You'll
I'm
get
joking,
there.
I'm
You'll
joking,
get there
I'm
soon enough. We're just like, you feel like, what is this? What am I doing? Does anything have any meaning? Where am I at in life? Is this where I want to be? And then you start telling yourself like, fuck it, everything's cool, man, you're fine. And I think it goes back to that Christian guilt of like, you got to have God, Jesus is the person. And immediately I had that thought in my head today driving home. I'm like, because I wanted to post something, but I'm not going to be that great. And I was like, immediately someone's going to go, what you need is Jesus.
I think he's kind of my go-to when I'm feeling down.
Is he?
Yeah, you ever feel like useless, no purpose?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, maybe I need a little saving grace. Maybe I need that old.
I'll say
those
this.
old 3 nails.
It is good for that because it's like being a drug addict, and that hit like, okay, that'll make I'll feel good for now. Like Jesus works for us a little bit, but then you always go back to like, yeah, but life still kind of sucks. Like, you know what I mean? It's about kind of trying to find the middle of it and trying to find happiness where you can. And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to find happiness where I can. I'm a happy guy. I love life. I just wish life was just a little better sometimes.
Well, so you texted me today and you asked exactly that. You said, do you ever feel like you don't have a purpose? That was it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly word for word, I believe.
Yeah.
And I thought about it before I texted you back. I was like, I'm gonna think on this. Josh sent me a thinker, because I wanted to say something, back, and I think I just replied, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Something.
No, 'cause what I mean by that is, I'm not talking like, oh man, I should just end it all. Like life has no meaning. It's not that. It's like you hear the word purpose and it's one of those things that you feel like you have to achieve. Like I have to have some sort of purpose in life. For some people, it's like having kids or being the best real estate agent in the world or whatever, like being the best at what you do or the president of the goddamn United States.
Oh yeah, I aspire to be him for sure.
Or is it just not everyone could be, you know what I mean? Not everyone could be the mayor. Not everyone could be this. Not everyone could be that. Some people, most people are just going to live mediocre, sad to say, meaningless lives. At the end of the day, like,
I don't think they're meaningless. Like
I think using that word is bad. I don't mean like fuck your life. It's meaningless.
I think if you had if you could step back and see the world for what it is, I think everybody's lives is a lot more interconnected than you can even possibly
Very much
realize.
so.
So like even these important people, quote unquote, I think if you take like maybe a really insignificant person, they get sniped out for whatever reason. And they're maybe tangentially connected to like fucking this really important person. Their lives change dramatically, I think. I don't know though.
I think it's an ego. Oh, go ahead, Dylan.
I don't know. I know that I'm young, but I feel like it's all just perspective, you know? If you see your life as, you know, just like void of meaning instead of like being sad about it, I mean, you have so much opportunity now to try and fill your life with something that makes it mean something to you.
But that word there, because they say that a lot with in the Christian faith growing up too, is Jesus. There's a hole in your heart that only Jesus can fill. And when I hear the word fill, it means like, so I have to keep refilling it because it's not going to stay full. It'll deplete. And then that thing that you filled it with, maybe that doesn't work this time to fill it. So you got to go somewhere else to fill it up.
Just
like
find something that you're really
gas
passionate
station. That gas
about,
station I
right?
usually go to, well, they closed down. I can't get gas from it anymore. So now I got to drive halfway across town to get gas. Metaphorically speaking, you know what I mean? I feel like, is life just a series of filling up this thing so as to avoid the feeling of purposelessness?
I think it comes down to ego. Because who says life has to have a purpose or a meaning or be grand at all? Like, isn't life kind of meh? Like, it's amazing that we're sitting here and talking and having a life, but like at the end of the day, when you really, like you said, step back a little bit, a bird's eye view type deal. It's like,
love that band.
Do you? Does it really matter?
That's what I'm getting at.
What do you think, James?
I gotta remind myself that sometimes, and like sometimes it's really helpful to think like I don't need to be super successful. I don't need to be super famous because like I don't know why I'm doing the things I'm doing, but I like playing music. I like doing comedy, and then some days I'm like, fuck, my life's all fucked up. I don't like have a job going into the next semester, and I'll think these thoughts as like I'm not a famous comic or whatever, and then I'll just think, who the fuck cares? Like, I still exist. I still matter. I mean, everybody's still like, I'm still breathing.
And
like,
that's my that's. I need to know that other people feel the same way. Not exactly the same. You know what I mean?
Everybody feels that way. But most people feel that way.
All the shit you see on social media all the time, it's people like, no, they're boosting all this positive shit. It's like, dude, but sometimes you're not that way.
Well, they don't post about it on Facebook then. I mean, like, you're only going to post...
Right.
A lot of people only post, like, but this is the cool shit. No one's going to be like, man, you know, I'm going into the semester with no job. Like, no one's talking... You don't want to be like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, because you're just like, man,
there's people who constantly post all this positive shit, and the way they word it makes you feel like a piece of shit for not feeling that, for not having that. Like, you look at the clock, and you're like, oh, man, I'm 36 years old. When my dad, you know, you start comparing it to like older generations and where we're at with our lives now. Like, I'm almost 40. If you think about it, 4 years from now, I'm going to be 40. And be like, oh, it's 4 years, dude. The shit goes by. It's like the hill. Like, you're over the hill. It just starts going by so much faster. And before you know it, you die. And I'm over the whole death. Like, I've accepted it. We're all going to die. I just want to. What mark am I going to leave? Does it matter? Because
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Who cares?
If it matters to you,
who cares?
I mean, if it matters to you, that's all it's got to matter to. Your life doesn't have to matter to anyone but yourself.
Right.
It matters in the moment. I don't like give a fuck about legacies. Like, you know what I'm talking about? the goal of this is to like live our best lives and make sure the people around us live their best life or whatever. And like as long as you're doing that throughout the day, at the end of the day, nobody really tallies up the scores. It's just we just played a good game and like we go to sleep.
I feel that a lot forever. And a lot of that shit, like that's where I get like really disappointed and angry at like my fellow man is thinking about like, man, at the end of the day, it really all that matters, is what you're doing in the now. Are you making a positive impact on your life and people around you's life? And if more people had that mentality, we wouldn't be living in the world we're living in. There wouldn't be war and all that shit. To be like, hey man, just help each other out. Greed and ego, like you said, Robbie, ego is like the thing that's killing everyone. It's that striving to be the best. I want it all. When at the end of the day, when you think about it, the things you want don't matter. You want to rule the world, cool, man, but you're gonna die, and then when you die, you don't rule shit.
Yeah.
Or let's say you don't. Let's say you managed to live forever. You worked with the Illuminati, and you can live forever. Well, the world's not gonna last forever. Eventually, the sun's gonna burn out. So nothing that you do really. Just be cool with each other.
Is it weird that I kind of find solace in the fact that I can kind of safely feel that nothing really matters that much?
No, dude,
not at all.
Like
it's tight.
It sounds dark and demented and twisted.
No, it's not depressing, but it's the truth.
Right. It sounds depressing, but it's really the truth. Like, and I'm just as guilty of it, man. Like, I care too much what people think about me. I care too much about, getting somewhere, or hitting this bar, or that I haven't, or whatever, which is a total sliding scale.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, dude, as long as the old ticker's still ticking, like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine. If it really came down to it and I like lost my job and I lost my family, like, I would just steal some food and I'd really still be fine as long as it would suck.
Yeah.
But
you got enough friends too, man. Like everyone in this room, it's just like if any of us fell on hard times at all, like we're not shitty people, and like our friends know that we're not shitty. So it's like, people help you out. Like, I don't know. It's as bad as things get. I mean, you still have friends,
I totally get where you're coming from, because I do feel those feelings. I'm sure we've all felt those feelings from time to time, but it's like, what drives that feeling? So what drives me to feel like I didn't make it to what I made up that I should have made it to in life?
Honestly, I think it's biological to an extent, because if I can take a step back of where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, like there'll be a lot of times where I've actually done the thing that I set out to do, but it just doesn't feel like it. And I just like somewhere along the way, I just made up a new goal and didn't realize it. And like your brain just does that constantly.
I feel like it's what people do. You set a goal. You say, okay, I'm going to a simple, when you're in high school, I'm going to graduate. You graduate. I'm going to go to this school. I'm going to go to this school. And you do that. I want to do this job. Cool. And you do that job. But after a while in that job, you start, everyone gets the fucking 7-year itch of like, what's next? I can't do this forever. I got to move up. And you're always trying to find that next big thing to put you at this unattainable level that you're never, because eventually it's ego telling you that you need more and more and more, when you're that's why you have the richest motherfuckers in the world still wanting more money, because they can always get more than what they have.
Yeah, but I think you get to a point, if you're like a billionaire, it's like that a little bit extra money, you're just like securing some sort of legacy, whether it's for a company, your children, something like that. But like, I just want to make some more money. I don't care about being rich.
Yeah.
I'm just like, for where I am in my life right now, like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have extra money, but I'm not hurting for money. But it's like, I would like that little bit more. But you know what? I got that little bit more than I had 5 years ago, and I'm still feeling that exact same feeling. So maybe the billionaire feels the same way.
No, I think you're right. Because like somebody told me this, like, how much money did you need to get through a month when you were like 23? And I was like, not that much. And I know like I got expenses now and bills and stuff, but like still like I spend more now going out and do all kinds of stuff. So like maybe the money I have isn't the problem. It's me or whatever.
I think it's a little both nowadays. Like my wife and I have been looking for cheaper places, less expensive places to live. To maybe help out with some expenses and stuff like that. And you call these places, people who are renting properties in Oklahoma think that we live in fucking Beverly Hills. Rent prices have increased I was driving around and I saw a 2-bedroom house for rent for $2,500 a month. Was not a nice house.
What?
Yeah. Other houses I called up, oh, this is $1,900 a month. I'm like, this is a fucking shithole house. It's in not the good part of Gatewood. But it's all this stuff's coming up, so these people are just buying up these properties for cheap as fuck, not knowing the people. I can look up how much you paid for the house, and I did. Like, you bought this house 3 months ago for $50,000, and you slapped some paint on the walls, and now you're going to charge $100 whatever or $1,000 whatever dollars a month for rent. Yeah. So it's becoming faster and faster now. That's what I got this feeling from is, I'm not saying I'm being gentrified. I'm saying, am I going to be part of the class that's being kind of snubbed or pushed away? Like, I can't afford that.
So get out of the
pushing
cool
people
part
out
of
of Oklahoma
town.
City. That's
but
stupid.
it's starting to encroach in other places. Like, I want to just be able to live on a few $100s a month like I used to when I was in my 20s. Like, you pay your rent, you pay your bills, and that's it. But the older you get, the more shit you start to accrue, like student loan debt, credit card debt, car payments, insurance, taxes, all these like things you just have to you didn't have to worry about, and now you do. And I don't have kids, and that would be a whole other thing that I have to pay for. Dude, it could get real stressful. But sometimes you just gotta Hakuna Matata.
I don't even have a girlfriend, and sometimes I think about having kids, and I'm like, fuck, what would I do if I had kids right now?
Yeah,
that'd be
dude.
fucked up.
You might be at a job you hate that you cannot quit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because without that money, what are you going to do?
You literally have mouths to feed at that point. Like my own mouth, been feeding it for 20-something years at this point.
So good.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I'm real good at that. But somebody, a girlfriend's mouth.
Yeah.
I can feed a girlfriend's mouth.
Yeah.
I can feed a friend in need's mouth or just a friend's mouth. But feeding a baby mouth, like a little baby
You're
mouth.
contracted to that life for 18 years.
Yeah, it's just, it's not impossible, obviously, but it's daunting to think about.
Well, that's that's been a big thing in the news lately is like millennials and younger people not having kids or even as many kids. I guess the birth rate is the lowest it's been in a while, but it's all because of people graduating with mounds of debt. And I would love to have kids, but it's too fucking expensive to have kids, and that sounds shitty.
Yeah, but our parents didn't think that way. Like, they just popped them out. They were just like, all right, gonna have a couple, 2 or 3 of these.
Because when our parents had us, they had secure jobs. They had jobs you can retire in 20 years. That shit doesn't happen anymore. So they felt they had a secure job at the plant or wherever the fuck they worked, and then they sent you to school. School was free. Your lunches were free. There was a bus that came and took you to school. Teacher, it was a thing. And then on the weekends, you do your weekend thing. But now, I don't know. It's people are just barely scraping by, trying to keep their heads above water, and it's rough.
I think people are more educated about just how much it costs to have a kid. Like, even sex ed is better too, and then just people are smarter about how having too many kids early, when you're not ready, can just keep you in an impoverished situation. So I think even at every level, I think people are you gotta watch this a little bit.
Well, and there's other implications of having a child other than just the financial. There's some people who overpopulation's an issue for, so they don't want to contribute to that, and then
Does anybody really care about that, though?
I think there are.
Do you think somebody's been like, I'm not having a kid because the world's a little too crowded?
I think
these
they
days?
do. They're
Really?
I'd rather adopt. There's tons of kids to adopt. So people are I'll adopt a kid.
Do you think anybody ever had an abortion? Because they're like, you know what?
No.
You know what?
I don't think that would be a reason why.
That was kind of the mindset. Of course, people there's plenty of kids in the world. I'm going to adopt one. That totally makes sense.
It's like a used car. You know what? I'm not going to contribute. there's plenty of kids down at the shop. I'm going to go pick up a nice kid.
I think there's a lot of good reasons having I don't want to say whatever. I'm not going to judge you either way.
Yeah,
but
a child murder.
I don't think overpopulation is a good reason to have an abortion.
No. I would hope that no one ever did that.
That's on a box you can check.
I guess
you know what?
China
reason for abortion.
China does that. It's kind of like
China's got
like force
too many people for its continent.
No, like force, like you only have this many kids, and like
Yeah.
they'll do forced abortions. Like I think that's fucked up.
That
is bananas.
Is that China?
It's dark. Or
Yeah.
you just, hey,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
slap
Like,
a condom on your dick. Pull out.
yeah.
both.
There's so many things you could do to
I have
not
been
have a
pulling
kid.
out for years.
Yeah. There you go.
Josh doesn't wear a bag.
I don't bag it.
Never.
God, that is insane.
I know. I got another friend that will remain unnamed that never bags it,
Dude,
and I'm just like,
so do I.
I don't.
dude,
bag
how do you not have? How are you not like ODB
it.
running
I'm a married
around?
man.
Right. I was talking about my other friend.
Oh.
But like, or you, like, how do you not have a bunch of kids?
I'm not trying to be disgusting, but my pull-out game is pretty strong. It's just or no biology and how the woman's body works. Of they can't get pregnant all the time. There's a window of time when
But
a
you
woman
don't
can get
plan
pregnant.
your
You are
sexual.
totally right about China, by the way. You just
You
looked
don't
it up.
plan your sexual
Oh no, I have
proclivity
I have
with
sounds
the wife's
sexy.
time of the
Yeah.
month.
I have
Yeah.
a day runner, and I have it calendared in. I have it penciled in. Tuesday night, 7:30. We're gonna have intercourse. And
Oh, do you call it that too?
I do.
Because
I
Wednesday
keep-
your eggs drop,
I
so we
keep
can't have
clothes
it there.
on, and I just pull my weenus through the zipper hole.
Your weenus.
And I just slide the old panties over, and that's just how I do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even look at her. We're through blankets. It's a
Wow.
weird thing.
Huh.
Lights on. Leave room for Jesus.
That sounds
You can't leave
awful.
room. leave room where? When you're fucking?
I hated the leave room for Jesus thing.
That was dancing though, right?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Your counselor didn't show up while you're banging, your high school girlfriend. Hey, save room for Jesus. No, that
Oh,
was on the
safe
dance.
room?
Save room for Jesus.
Hey,
There you
Jesus
go.
in on this.
Oh,
Whoops.
God. He's a backdoor man. He's all right. I don't know. Yeah.
Was he?
So what's on your mind, James? We're going to wrap up here in a second.
Yeah, I'm
feel
sorry.
do
I
we
brought
need-
it to a dark level. I
know.
apologize.
We're all bummed. We're all just staring at the floor.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about abortions now. I'm just like,
Cool.
No, I kind of am. I'm
Think
just
about
like,
some jokes, some good jokes.
no, I'm just like the world's like really complicated. That's all I was thinking.
Totally
Yeah,
is.
it's a weird place. I mean, as a stand-up comedian, do you find it? Is I'm gonna do the fucking morning zoo. Is it hard to come up with jokes now with this Me Too movement and all the society's kind of
all those abortions.
Is that a legit question, or is it just doing character?
No,
right
no.
now?
I mean, all the shit's coming out lately of people just going back to people's old, like the James Gunn thing. They went
Yeah.
back like 10 years to an old tweet. I'm like, you're gonna fire a guy over a tweet he did 10 years ago before? It just seems ridiculous. Like, I feel like. And I've been seeing a lot of new stand-up specials that aren't really jokes per se. They're more of like, man, Trump's fucking up. Like, there's no real jokes because they're stepping on eggshells, you know?
Yeah.
Do you feel that way about joke writing?
Not for me. I mean, I know the stakes are fairly low, and also like I don't give a fuck. Like even when I was like thought like working at a loony bin, when I thought working at a loony bin was like the shit. I still like just kind of did what the fuck I wanted. Not they were paying me to too, and I would just go up there and kind of say what I wanted and bomb. And so I think I like growing up like that comedically. I think I kind of always kept that. Hopefully, if I ever like shrivel up, I don't know. I think I'll be kind of disappointed in myself.
I like that.
Yeah.
I thought about this after the James Gunn thing, and just in the past, I remember growing up, my dad said, boy, one day that mouth's going to get you in trouble. He always would say that because I'd like, I was a little smart ass kid, whatever.
You'd lip off.
Yeah. And Chris D'Elia said it on his podcast. I remember him saying something like, I've already said something that's going to end up fucking me one day. Like, I'm just waiting for it. I'm fine because I've already said it. I know it's coming. So I'm going to make as much money as I can right now. Because one of these days something's going to be taken out of context or, things are going to change. Dude. And I've looked through my old tweets. But I've always been all right.
Yeah.
I've always been all right. Like, I don't think I've ever said anything that offensive. Not that it matters for me personally.
Did you see Jeselnik's response?
Oh,
I liked
yeah.
It was
yeah.
It was like going through my tweets to find something offensive is like going to a needle store to buy a needle on something. It's like that's
on
genius.
Customer Appreciation
Customer Appreciation Day.
Yeah. It's totally true. It's like, own it. If you say shitty things, they're jokes.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know about this gun fella so much, but
I don't know what he said.
he had a lot of like kid fucking But were they jokes?
They were jokes.
He wasn't being serious. He wasn't like admitting that he fucked kids or wanted to fuck kids on his Twitter. He was making like pedophile jokes, basically.
Yeah.
Which there's been comedians that have made those jokes forever.
Yeah.
But that was 10 years ago, and since then there was any kind of joke anywhere near that. In the past like 10 years, it's like, yeah, the dumb joke that he said 10 years ago.
I think maybe the climate's different because like this Me Too stuff, it's like Kevin Spacey's all fucked up and like Bryan Singer is kind of fucked up and like everything's all fucked up now. So it's like, well,
but it makes you think like but all the things that have come out are things that have happened in years past. The Bill Cosby thing, the Weinstein thing, the Louis C.K. All these are things that were already happening. We're just now finding out about a lot of it. So it makes you think, how much more shit went on behind closed doors, and is it still going on? And people are now just like tightening their belt up, so to speak.
It's totally it's totally still going on. B, I think there's a difference between making like a pedophile joke and raping 50 women.
Yes.
That he should be in jail for that.
Right.
But like I don't think anybody should be fired from their job
for telling a dumb joke.
Even if it's, of course it's tasteless. Of course it's like, I don't know, maybe shouldn't have said that, but it wasn't like he was being hateful or racist or, misogynistic.
I think the scrutiny is probably different with Disney just because, like, okay, we're Disney. All these kids come here. All these parents are probably pissed or whatever.
But did he work for Disney?
But Disney also made the movie Song of the South.
He did Guardians, right?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy.
He wrote the first two.
And directed.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I liked those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little different, though. You can't make pedo jokes when you work for Disney.
No. He didn't then. Back then, he was just an independent filmmaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, I mean...
You didn't know. Hey, I shouldn't say this because, I may in a decade work for Disney.
Yeah.
But again, Disney made the Song of the South movie, which is extremely problematic. They used racial epithets and not epithets, but they drew, Native Americans in very derogatory terms.
Yeah.
Like
spelled sex with clouds and shit.
Yeah, Asian communities, like they did the Siamese cat. They did a lot of shitty things, but to tell James Gunn you're fired because of a thing you did 10 years ago seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up. Like, bro, have you seen Lion King? Like,
have you seen the cover of Little Mermaid? There's a dick on it.
Like, what are you doing? You can't fire him, dude.
Bryan Singer literally still has his job. He's been accused by
he threw sex parties. He threw like hot tub teenage boy sex parties,
and he still has his job.
Yeah,
X-Men, baby.
They are good movies.
I mean, Logan's really good.
Logan's great. Did he do Logan?
He did not do Logan.
I did love that fucking movie. That
Man,
was one
I
of the
still haven't seen it.
few movies
so
I've
good.
seen
Just
in
come to
a
my house.
theater. And it's so
I need to
good.
see it.
I think that might hold up as a classic. Like through the years, I think that one might hold up as just as a movie.
Yeah.
James, do you think I could come to the movie party too?
Sure.
Do you think your brother could come?
Sure.
Well,
I could just bring the movie here too. I mean,
Could you bring your brother?
yeah, easy.
I think he's asking if your brother can make us some
I think he'll
sandies.
bring some sandwiches.
I am a sandwich boy. Like I fucking love sandwiches.
I love good
man.
witch.
I'm trying to get him to make something and sell. So we might do that. Start doing that.
Dude, he can show up with like a ice chest with some heating pads in it and some sandwiches,
Yeah.
like the taquito ladies that walk around. You know?
I thought you
Yeah.
were going to say like a cold sandwich, like a tuna
No.
fish, but it's
want
wrapped in
warm.
aluminum foil.
That'd be good too. I like a hot sandwich though.
You're a hot witch.
I don't really like cold. I mean, I love cold sandwiches. I love all sandwiches, but I do like a good hot sandwich.
See, the thing about David's sandwich, his legendary sandwich, is you can eat it hot,
David's legendary sandwiches.
or
What a
you
great
can eat
name.
it, or you can eat it cold. I ate it. Most of them I ate cold because I was not about to wait to go heat it up.
See, I like nimwiches.
Nimwiches.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a good ring to it.
Kate and I went to Neptune last weekend.
Neptune's is good.
Dude,
Do you not like it?
I love it. I love
I was
it.
about to be like, what?
No, dude.
I mean, like,
It's the fluffy bread.
I was
a
about to get
very-
really defensive and be like, okay, I guess they're not that creative sandwiches, but like,
It's a very simple sandwich.
yeah.
But that's
Insanely
the beauty
simple.
of it. And that bread, that cloud bread.
Yeah.
It's so good. And their potato salad is so bomb.
Oh.
I got 2 sides of it.
Dude, it's
and I ate
bonkers.
both of them.
Every time I go there, I'm like, can you put it in like a bigger one?
Yeah.
Like, give me a big
It's a thimble's worth of potato salad.
No,
so you
I-
got to get 2.
3 spoons and I'm done. I'm like, that's it.
It's fucking bomb.
That's how they get you.
Shout out to Lee's Sandwiches.
I call that like area kind of like the sandwich capital of Oklahoma because like
Lee's.
Lee's, Neptune's. There's a Subway which is shitty, but whatever. And I guess that's it. But still,
There
it's
was
like a lot of sandwiches there.
Old Euros over there around there too. They had some good stuff.
I love a Lee's sandwich too. It's so different.
No, it's the exact opposite. The bread is not.
No.
It's very dense.
Yeah.
You got to really
Crack
bite into
into
that. You got
it,
to bite
yeah.
into that.
That's kind of like what I grew up on. So
Banh mi?
Yeah, it's like I guess this is kind of what my brother makes.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah, they're a little bit different, but like he like marinate, like he makes different. That's good.
When I go to Lee's, I
can
get
talk
the
about his sandwiches
croissants
all
though.
day.
Oh, you do the
The
croissant.
croissants are great.
I love the croissants there. I don't like the harder bread. I mean, I would eat it like, if your brother came over and wanted to like hang out with me and I'd show him my PlayStation 4. And if he wanted to bring some sandwich materials, maybe we could have a sandwich. Just saying. I'll try it. But I love those croissants there, dude. They're so good. Fucking hungry.
Yeah. You want to go eat?
I need some food.
I need
I
some
got
grub.
leftovers.
Yeah.
Yep. Making leftovers for dinner.
Nice.
All right. Any closing thoughts, boys? We're going to wrap this up. We went super long tonight.
We did.
but-
I'm sorry. Hey guys, I'm sorry for being a downer there for a
Yeah,
second.
don't be sorry. It's
Hey,
good.
The sun will come up tomorrow.
It will.
It's true.
It's good to talk about. I like kind of talking about that stuff sometimes.
You get it out, and you do feel a little bit better. It's like shitting out. It's like taking a piss. It's excrement. It's all it is. These feelings are just excrement.
Just don't drink it.
Or
do
eat it.
not drink your feelings.
Yeah.
Because putting it back in, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
All right, James.
We're playing tonight, I guess. Come
There
out to
you
the
go.
Speakeasy.
Cool. Thank you so much for coming by, man.
Thank you for having me.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.